There are stories from the past that cling to us like shadows, refusing to be forgotten. They linger in the corners of our minds, whispering their secrets and demanding to be heard. These tales, often shrouded in mystery and darkness, remind us of the fragility of human endeavours and the enduring power of the unknown. One such shadow belongs to Virginia Dare, the first child born to English parents in the New World. Her story is not just a historical footnote, but a haunting legend that has captivated imaginations for centuries. Her birth in August 1587 was seen as a symbol of hope for the struggling Roanoke colony, a settlement of just 120 English souls on an unforgiving island off what is now North Carolina. The settlers, braving the unknown, saw in her a beacon of new beginnings and the promise of a thriving future. Virginia's grandfather, Governor John White, had high hopes for the colony's survival. He believed that with perseverance and the right resources, the colony could flourish and become a cornerstone of English presence in the New World. Soon after her birth, he returned to England to secure desperately needed resources. The journey was fraught with peril, but White was determined to return with supplies and reinforcements to ensure the colony's survival. But war with Spain delayed his journey back. The conflict known as the Anglo-Spanish War consumed England's attention and resources, leaving White stranded and the colony vulnerable. When he finally returned 3 years later, the settlement was gone. The once bustling colony was eerily silent, its inhabitants vanished without a trace. Every building dismantled, every settler vanished. The meticulous dismantling suggested a planned departure, but the absence of any human presence was chilling. The only clue was a single word carved into a wooden post CROATOAN. This cryptic message sparked endless speculation and theories about the settlers' fate. The word sent ripples of speculation. Had the settlers sought refuge with the CROATOAN tribe, or were they destroyed by them? The mystery deepened as no definitive evidence could confirm either theory. The island became forever known as the Lost Colony. This moniker encapsulated the enigma and tragedy of the settlers' disappearance, turning Roanoke into a symbol of lost hope and unanswered questions. For centuries, Virginia Dare was celebrated as a symbol of early American colonialism, a reminder of the resilience and fragility of those first English settlers. Her story was woven into the fabric of American folklore, embodying the spirit of exploration and the perils that accompanied it. But beneath the patriotic veneer lies a darker tale, one that whispers through the trees of Roanoke Island. This tale speaks of ancient forces and forgotten rituals that predate the settlers' arrival. Some say the settlers' disappearance wasn't due to starvation or violence, but to something far older and darker than any human force. The land itself, with its deep-rooted history and spiritual significance, may have played a role in their fate. The land itself, steeped in the ancient rites of the native peoples and untouched wilderness, was not ready to be tamed. The settlers, in their quest to conquer and cultivate, may have awakened forces beyond their understanding, and Virginia Dare, the innocent child born into this world, became the unwitting centre of its wrath. Her presence, a symbol of new beginnings, may have inadvertently triggered ancient protections and curses. It began with the whispers. The settlers, already on edge from their harsh conditions, started hearing faint, disembodied voices. Settlers reported hearing strange voices at night, faint murmurs carried on the wind calling Virginia's name. These eerie sounds filled the night air, creating an atmosphere of dread and unease. Her mother dismissed it as fatigue, but others in the colony weren't so sure. The whispers grew more persistent, and the settlers' fear began to take hold. They spoke of Virginia wandering into the woods and returning with empty, distant eyes, her small hands clutching flowers that no one could identify, their petals blackened as if burned. These strange occurrences only deepened the mystery and heightened the settlers' anxiety. When the colony vanished, many assumed they had joined the CROATOAN tribe. This theory provided a semblance of hope, suggesting that the settlers had found refuge and integrated with the Native Americans. But local legend tells another story. A story that speaks of darker forces at play, forces that demanded a sacrifice. It is said that Virginia was claimed by the land, offered in some dark pact made by desperate settlers in their final days. This pact, born out of fear and desperation, was meant to appease the ancient spirits of the land. The whispers grew louder as the food ran out, as disease claimed the weak. The settlers, facing starvation and illness, may have turned to ancient rituals in a last-ditch effort to survive. The colony's final act may not have been an exodus but a sacrifice. This dark possibility suggests that the settlers, in their desperation, offered Virginia as a means to appease the spirits and save themselves. Travellers to Roanoke Island today report strange occurrences. These modern-day visitors, drawn by the island's history and mystery, often experience unsettling phenomena. A child's laughter, eerie and disembodied, can be heard in the dense woods. This haunting sound, echoing through the trees, sends chills down the spines of those who hear it. Others speak of seeing a pale figure in colonial dress standing at the edge of the forest, her face obscured by shadows, her black eyes fixed on anyone who lingers too long. This ghostly apparition, believed to be Virginia Dare, serves as a reminder of the island's dark past. And then there is the carving, a new one found deep in the forest, etched into an ancient tree. Virginia. This fresh carving, discovered by modern explorers, suggests that the legend of Virginia Dare continues to evolve. Historians cling to the idea that Virginia Dare was a symbol of hope, but the land tells a different tale. The whispers of the forest and the eerie occurrences suggest a story of sacrifice and haunting. A child born into a cursed settlement, her innocence traded for survival, or perhaps vengeance. The settlers' desperate actions may have sealed their fate and left a lasting mark on the land. Whatever the truth, Virginia Dare is no longer just a story of the New World's first child. Her legend has grown, intertwining with the island's history and the supernatural. She has become its ghost, haunting the island where her short life began, and her legend refuses to end. Her presence, felt by those who visit, serves as a reminder of the island's mysterious past. So if you find yourself on Roanoke Island, remember this: the land remembers. The whispers of the past and the shadows of the present are ever present, waiting to reveal their secrets. And sometimes so do the shadows. These shadows cast by the ancient trees and the spirits that dwell within hold the stories of those who came before. Do not answer if you hear your name whispered on the wind. The spirits of Roanoke Island are restless, and they seek to draw the living into their eternal embrace. Because some spirits do not want to be forgotten, they linger, bound to the land by the events of the past, and they reach out to those who dare to listen. And Virginia Dare is still waiting. Her spirit, caught between worlds, continues to haunt the island, a silent witness to the mysteries that remain unsolved. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to Eerie Whispers Official for more spooky real-life content. Thanks for watching, and stay haunted.